Well, there we are. A very good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you might be coming from. It is Sale Talk Saturday.
That's right, and it's a new time for those of us here in the Phoenix Metro or Arizona.
Most of Arizona.
Mountain Standard Time.
That's
those
right.
of us in Mountain Standard Time. I love that.
And
it's wild. Wild.
What's more wild is we're actually sitting next to each other. It has been an entire month since we have come to you on our Sale Talk Saturday. Next to each other on the same couch in the same dwelling.
In the same state.
In the same
Even
state.
in the same state.
That's
Let's
true.
be honest. Yeah.
That's true.
So the last month I have been, as you followed the journey, thank you to everyone who has followed. I was on board the beautiful Carnival Panorama as we made that Trans-Pacific crossing. I learned a lot through this sailing that I'm super excited to share, just in general.
Yeah.
Just cruise tips in general. I'm making my first Trans-Pacific crossing.
That's a lot.
And it's the same time for everyone else, right? It's just us that changes.
Yeah, it's just us that changes. Probably a few people in Indiana, some Nebraskans. I think Hawaii doesn't change their time. So it's a little strange, but I couldn't fit all of that into the update.
You know what's interesting, y'all? 9 years, and I don't miss it at all. I haven't changed a clock once in 9 years, and I absolutely am here for it. I love not having to figure out how to change the stove clock every 6 months.
I'm going to challenge that because you change your clock pretty much every time you cruise. So
I haven't changed the stove clock, the refrigerator clock, the alarm clock. I haven't changed it. I guess a lot of people still probably have alarm clocks.
Yeah, probably.
Versus phones. Someone said out there, here's a fun fact.
Oh.
I learned something on this cruise. Hi, everyone, by the way. We'll get to the comments in just a moment. Just random squirrel.
It's okay.
So someone's good morning alarm was going off at like 9 o'clock at night.
Oh.
It had to have been 7 o'clock at night because it was right before dinner. Full blast on their iPad. You know that awful iPhone alarm sound that everyone just dreads when they hear it.
And where was that happening?
In the neighbor's room, with the door propped 100% open.
Why?
Because Edson was in there cleaning the room.
Poor guy.
So that alarm was radiating throughout the entire hallway. So I finally, after about 10 minutes, went out into the hallway to look, and Edson's like, sorry, Mark. We cannot, he's like, I know it. We cannot touch it in any way. I will close the door momentarily so you won't hear it anymore. But they have to keep the door open when they're cleaning it.
Right.
And so he literally cannot even dismiss it. He's like, I cannot touch it. I said, do you need me to call guest services for you? Because that had to have been miserable to work in that room because we could hear it. We were 2 down and our door was closed and we were watching Netflix. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Why were you in your room watching Netflix at 7 o'clock at night?
Because it was right before dinner. We watched Golden Girls before dinner.
Oh, that's true. Well.
Hello?
Hi.
Right? Did we not?
Yeah, but what time was dinner?
7:15.
Yeah, okay.
7:15.
You should have been getting ready and walking to dinner at that point.
Dinner started at 5 p.m. and 7:15 on the Trans-Pacific.
That's early.
It was early. Some folks referred to it as the blue-haired special.
Yeah,
I did not because that is ageist and we would never do that. But yeah.
You had to set your curlers.
It was an early dinner. Okay. Sorry. Now, who all is here this morning with us? I know some folks have already sent apologies that they couldn't make it live, but they're going to be joining the replay. So hello to those who are not live.
BKF, I believe, is one of those. Yep. Leah's here. He said morning. Yes.
BKF is on a cruise.
No, he's not. He's visiting family right now.
Okay.
Yep. So Lee, hello. Megan C said, "Hey there, everyone."
Megan C versus Megan T.
Right. Megan Trainor is not joining us.
By the way, this is the first one of these I have had in a month. You've seen me with red cans over the last, well, not the first one I've had in a month, but from the cruise, you've seen me with red cans for the past 4 weeks because, as you know, Carnival has switched soda brands. I mean, not recently, like 2 years ago now, 2.5 years ago now. They switched soda brands, and so to have the green goddess again, oh, it's amazing.
We had Green Goddess hummus dip yesterday, actually. I know, it's just the green. And
where, Rocky?
So I was actually, I guess we can talk about it now. I was at a little retreat with my host agency for the travel agency that I work for. And I'll be posting to Instagram so you can kind of get a little sneak peek at what takes place and happens at these types of events.
And maybe a blog post.
And maybe a blog post. But it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. Got to meet some other travel advisors that are in the Phoenix market and kind of, bounce some ideas off of each other. And it turns out that I'm like looked up to as the cruise expert within the group. So that was kind
Shocker. Rocky's looked to the crew as a cruise expert. Amazing.
That's thiscruiselife.com/travel.
Here's what I'll tell you, y'all. I didn't even get invited.
No.
Rocky goes to all of these cool things and does all of these fun activities, and I just sit at home.
You just go on 25-night cruises. Yeah, okay. Let's talk.
Has anyone smiled out there yet this morning? I hope we have brought you at least a smile or 7 so far.
7, right?
Is Maximilio here?
Yeah, Maxie is here.
Max, welcome. I hope that Josh is making some yummy. Oh, remember, Josh makes great breakfasts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Thank you again for hosting us the last time we sailed out of Seattle. To the both of you, we missed you.
There.
I was gonna book a flight, and you said don't book it, and
because you're gonna book it without me.
And then the flight doubled in price, and so yeah.
You just don't like traveling with me, I guess.
Stop it.
God.
Oh, Marcy's here.
Oh, look at how fast he deflects and changes subject. Hi, Marcy.
Hi, Marcy.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barbara. Thanks for being here.
Good. Were you thinking, is it good afternoon where Barbara is?
No,
it's good morning, right?
Yeah. Barbara's in Arizona.
Yeah, it's good morning.
Or
That's why you paused. You're like, good morning.
No,
Okay.
I was reading it.
Oh, okay.
Megan hates changing her clocks.
Same.
I know that's been on like propositions and votes and all that stuff.
We're not talking about any votes.
No.
This Sail Talk Saturday, or no, we're not.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Hey, Brian. Brian welcomes you home.
Thank you. It's so good to be home.
He's about to be surrounded by suitcases and start packing. He wants to be done this weekend. They leave on the 18th.
And that's which one is that?
That one is it Azamara?
I love his life.
I know. He's got, or no. They're going to Tahiti.
Tahiti. That's right, for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Guest blog post, Brian?
Right, for sure.
I've never been to Tahiti. Have you?
No. I think you would know that. I have not.
I didn't know you hadn't been to Grand Turk before.
Huh?
Okay, keep going.
I've been to Grand Turk. What do you... he's weird. He's in a mood today, I'll tell you.
I'm in a great mood because I'm here with you.
Yes, of course.
I have missed you.
I know.
I have literally, it has been, it's been rough. Rocky's a great travel companion for anyone who's traveled with him. Oh, hi. I missed him more. I missed him just as much.
Are you sure?
Hi, bud. Okay, let's keep going on with the comments. Hi, everyone. Blake would tell you to click a button.
Where's Blake?
I don't know where Blake is, but he would tell you to click a button to. There's like a like button or something. On
one
this
of these,
video?
right?
Oh, a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
look at all.
Look at the color. That's new.
That's new. Hi, bud.
Usually it's blue.
Okay. Who else is here? Rocky.
Yes, I'm right here.
Tom is here.
Yes.
I saw Tom.
Yes. Apparently, everyone wants to be me.
They all want to be Rocky. Let's be honest.
He's referring to the travel advisor group. Thank you so much for that. Wait, Marcy, when did this happen?
55 days till Jubilee.
When? What?
I'm so excited. I am so
55 days. That puts you in January. I wonder if...
Does it really?
Yeah.
I don't know what day of the week it is.
Well, if you look at our
day of the
screen,
month
we have
it is.
33 days until Margaritaville at Sea Islanders. So that's in December. So that puts us into January.
I have a whole month off, y'all. I have a whole month off. I'm so excited. I love this cruise life. Don't get me wrong. I love this cruise life.
We have a whole month off from going on cruises. That doesn't mean that we're not editing and recording and doing all sorts of other stuff.
Right. We've got to get to. We've got to get to a wedding too.
Oh, that's right. No, I was gonna say. Actually, can you pull up in Shipmate?
Yeah.
Can you pull up Prima?
Prima. Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious what that time frame is.
I can't pull up Prima.
Why?
I haven't added any of next year's cruises to my Shipmate, so I apologize.
Well, I was going to check to see, Marcy, if we would see you potentially in Galveston, as we will be sailing in February. I think that's further out, though. I think that's more like 60 or 70 days. So
can you go back to town? I love what he called me.
Mr.
25-day cruise. I love that. That tickles me. It was 25 days, so I didn't tell you this. I did not tell you this. Well, unless your parents are on. I did tell them that.
Uh-oh.
I was really, really worried about 25 days
Yeah, that's
on a
true.
cruise ship. I didn't know what to expect. I've never done anything longer than 17. 17 has been my longest. And that's another full 8-day cruise on top of that. And so I was like, how is it going to be away from home, to be away from responsibilities, to be away from bills, to be away from...
He was fine.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And we missed Guam, as you know. And so we had 11 straight sea days. Andy said it was the longest with paying passengers Carnival has ever had sea days. There was some debate from other passengers who claimed that they were on a longer voyage where there were more sea days.
With Carnival, though? I don't think so.
They claimed, I don't know. We don't know what the official Guinness record book is, but 11 straight sea days. We were ready to turn around and do another 11 straight sea days. I read a full book. I think I told you this on the live last year, a couple weeks ago. I read a full book. We watched Netflix. We caught up. Jason had never seen the show Heartstopper. If you've ever seen the show Heartstopper on Netflix, he had never seen
the
that.
first two seasons.
And almost the third season. Yeah, so they're 30-minute episodes, and so we watched.
Are they really that short? It's been forever since I've
watched
seen
one
them.
a day. I mean, there are only 8 shows in a season, so I mean, it was real quick. 25 days.
25 days.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, but 25 days was honestly, I could have done honest. People were ready to get off.
Of course they were.
Several people got off in Hawaii and just flew home.
I can't believe that.
I couldn't. Would you get off mid-cruise and just fly home?
You've already done the bulk of your sea days, 11. You only have 5 left after
Yes,
that. Like,
yes. It was weird. Okay, who else is here?
Oh my gosh, we've got a lot of people that are chiming in. We'll get you.
55 Days to Jubilee. Oh, you were having me look up Prima while you get to that.
Dana Ford is here. Good afternoon. It is 12:08, so that was about 5 minutes ago. But we've got Dana here, and it looks like Dana is going to be boarding the Firenze on Thursday. Super excited for you. Wish we would be there too.
If you have any questions, let us know. We'll happily talk about the Firenze all day long.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. I was having a conversation with one of the other travel advisors that I met through this whole meeting.
Okay.
And she has sailed on several Royal Caribbean ships and absolutely loved her time on there. And then her one Carnival exposure was the Firenze, and she was like, "Oh, I hated it. We had such a horrible time." And I dove in with her yesterday. I was like, let's unpack this. I want to know more about what you hated about your time on the Firenze, because it's a gorgeous ship.
Yeah.
And she said, actually, it wasn't the ship. It wasn't the sailing. It was the fact that they had an overnight port in Ensenada. It was a 2-day Ensenada port cruise.
Okay.
And they were looking forward to having beach time. And if you've been to Ensenada, there really isn't much beach time without leaving the port.
No, not a lot of beach.
So truly her reflection on it wasn't that it was a bad cruise necessarily from a ship experience. It was just it's just Ensenada. And I was like, if you had connected with me beforehand, I would have told you that there are some amazing things to do in Ensenada, like going to the wine tasting and wine country in Ensenada, which is amazing.
103 days. We're going to miss Marcy by quite a bit. Yeah, we're going to miss Marcy.
And so, I shared all that with her, and she's like, well, if I would have known. And I said, yeah, well, now you do. So now you can go back and enjoy Ensenada.
Here's what I don't understand. Why does the Prima have 3 rapid succession?
I don't know what let's look at this.
Okay. Maybe. So we're on the 21st, right? February 21st? We're talking about when we're going to be on the Norwegian Prima, y'all. So if you want to join us on the Norwegian Prima, February 21st, Western Caribbean. Yeah. But then Shipmate has like 4 other sailings at the same time. So
sometimes.
I get a little
It's
nervous.
The 21st. The 28th is the one right after it.
Perfect.
So you're fine.
Norwegian Prima. Okay.
Are Gina and Sally here today? Oh, that's right.
Oh, cool.
I don't see
I love
them
this cruise community.
Yet.
I love this cruise community. Friends meeting friends and sailing with each other. Tom met someone in Miami. Is nice. Miami, I believe it was. And
yes, on the celebration, Macrina.
And she,
the other passenger that you met.
Chanel. Yeah. Chanel. I think I got her name right. And if I missed it, I apologize. Met her in Miami, and she came up to me and said, "Hey, one of your friends said to say hello." And I was like, and she shows me a picture of Tom. And we're just such a cool cruise world. Awesome. I met so many new friends on board the Panorama. It just awesome.
We're starting to run out of room for friends.
We'll never run out of room. We'll never run out of room for friends.
That's so funny.
I love it, and I hope some of you all are here on today's live.
Yeah. So it looks like Megan is going to be on the Firenze on the 14th through 19th and 19th through 24th. Wow, amazing. So
Wow.
you're still not going to be on for Thanksgiving, so that's, you'll still get to spend Thanksgiving with family.
Yep.
Hopefully you enjoy that. Some people prefer to get away for that, but that's awesome. Let's see here. Oh, there we go.
That's yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Wow. That's amazing.
Good morning,
I
Vin.
love it. I love it. Look at they're just going to be on the same sailing
I know,
together.
that's so fantastic.
Can we get? No, we can't. We can't. No, 33 days. 33 days. Vince is here.
Yeah, no split screen today.
I know it's really actually nice to be on a comfortable couch versus out on that deck 5 lanai.
Yeah, where it's like cold and windy and everything.
It was windy, it was cold, but I'll tell you, I used my new AirPods Pro that I got for my birthday.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And hopefully you didn't hear any of that breeze.
No,
wind.
not at all.
The noise cancellation
Yeah.
is so much better on the new AirPods Pro. That's AirPods Pro from Apple.
We're
Apple?
not sponsored.
Apple, if you're out there, we're here.
There you go.
Thank you, Vince. It's good to be back. When is Vince back in town? When are you back in town, Vince?
I actually don't know.
When's Vince going on another cruise?
Vince has never been on a cruise, and I'm trying to convince him to go
Still,
on one.
I thought we got him booked on one.
No. I was going to try to get him on one while you were on the Panorama. I was going to try to take him on one, but Vince actually ended up getting a new job, and so now he is bound by new schedules and time.
How many of our followers have gotten new jobs this year? Because also, who was going to be on the Panorama with me?
Raymond.
Taylor. I was going to you, Raymond.
Yes.
Well, he got a new job as well, and he moved away.
He did. He never responded to my birthday message. I'm really sad. I hope he got it. Did he respond to yours?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't.
Wow. Okay. Did you send him one?
No. Wait, I didn't know it was his birthday. Sorry. Happy birthday, Raymond. Okay.
It looks like Marcy is doing January 4th.
Okay.
So they sail one day before we sail, but we will be out of New Orleans on the getaway.
We will be, and that is Brian Shell is joining.
That's
that one,
correct.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, see, I'm getting better at this. Rocky is the mastermind behind cruises, cruise schedules, who's going where, but I'm getting better.
You are.
Okay.
You're trying. You're trying.
So did you have food yesterday at your big event?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you eat? Because Rocky hasn't told me anything about this yet.
That's not true.
Okay, he's told me a lot. What did you eat?
So they had breakfast served, and it was bagels, and we could toast them and have cream cheese on it, and then they had fresh fruit available.
Wait, they had bagels with cream
Well,
cheese?
of course, you have to. They also had whipped butter if you want.
Oh, I do like whipped butter. Okay.
Okay. On a bagel though.
Okay.
They had fresh fruit and yogurt parfaits, like little tiny yogurts, and then there were like granola bars to hold you over until lunch.
Okay.
And then lunch service. And by the way, this was all hosted at the Arizona Biltmore, which is a gorgeous property. So if any of you are looking for an amazing getaway in Arizona, I can help you out. I don't just do cruises. They're just my specialty.
Can I give you a tip on that?
Of course.
Arizona Biltmore and a lot of the Arizona resorts in the heat of summer. I
Yes.
get it, the heat of summer sounds
Yes.
miserable, but you will find some amazing deals. A lot of us locals in Phoenix will do staycations
Yes.
in the middle of summer
Yes.
because
their rates, he's going to sneeze here, because the rates drop. And actually at the Arizona Biltmore, I learned yesterday that they actually super cool all of their pools during the summer.
Yes.
And they're heated in the winter.
Yes. So people literally go to, and when I say they've got amazing rates, some of these hotels are crazy priced.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Not crazy priced, excuse me. Some of these are priced for supply and demand.
Or priced for the experience.
I'm not demanding that supply, but others are.
Yes.
But then in the summer rates, I think what's the one Desert Ridge, the Marriott, JW. Some of my friends stayed there for like $99 a night
That's amazing.
in the middle of summer, and that is not a $99 a night property. And
No.
so yeah. So anyway, Biltmore.
Yeah, so it was awesome. And then they served us lunch out in the garden, and it was really nice. They served us
that.
airline chicken and a really nice salad. And I mean, it was 5-star service.
Did you have your sunnies? Because it can be bright out there.
So
on
I
that
did, but
in
they
the
put
garden.
us in the shade, so it was
Oh.
chilly.
Oh.
Yeah, I
brr,
didn't
would've
love
been cold.
that. I did have a second cup of coffee, and so I had the jitters after that second cup.
Okay.
And the dessert was great. It was like a little chocolate muffin or cupcake with a chocolate mousse topping. It was super delicious. And then they brought us back in. We got a site tour. It was really
Oh, that's
great.
cool.
And then I also found out that the what is it called? The Tequila Sunrise.
Tequila Sunrise.
The Tequila Sunrise was created at the Arizona Biltmore.
Did you Google that to confirm?
I didn't
Is
yet.
that true?
No, I need to look it
I'm gonna
up.
Google that right now while
Okay.
you get to some more comments.
Okay.
Did you have a tequila sunrise?
Well, they greeted us as we walked into the bar for happy hour. They greeted us with a tall glass of an Arizona sunrise. It was huge.
an Arizona sunrise.
Or a tequila sunrise.
I believe an Arizona sunrise
that would
was
make sense.
created here. Tequila, it has multiple origins: Tijuana, Mexico,
Yeah, of course.
or the right bar at the Arizona Biltmore.
Hey, there you go.
That's so cool,
Right?
Give me
Gives
goosebumps.
goosebumps, right, of course.
Wow.
So the difference with the one that they make at the Arizona Biltmore is they use a pomegranate juice in addition to cranberry. So it was kind of a sweeter.
Cranberry. I thought tequila sunrise was orange juice.
Well, no, because you have to have the red color. Or is
Oh.
that Chambord?
Oh.
I
If you
guess
know
we
the
need
recipe for the tequila
we need to
sunrise,
brush up on
drop
our
that down in the comments
recipes
below.
there. But anyway, no, it was really delicious. That was complimentary when we walked in, and then they had a bar. And
Can I just press this button without hopefully
Oh,
knocking the
yeah,
whole thing
Please
over?
don't.
Kathy B. Hi, Kathy B. I don't scroll down here.
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
where,
you're fine,
keep
you're
where
fine,
you're at.
you're fine.
I just wanted to put it up. Kathy B is packing for the Radiance.
I
next
saw
weekend.
someone ask if it was the Radiance of the Caesar Carnival Radiance, and I believe it's the
It's
Carnival.
Carnival Radiance. Yes, Carnival Radiance, because I jump on the Radiance in 90 days.
Oh, here we go.
When-
Let's see
when
if
do I-
that's on his calendar.
When do I jump into the Radiance? I jump onto the Radiance in
85.
85 days. So Kathy B, please let me know it all. The
Yeah.
good, the bad, the not so good. I'd love to know it
You
all.
sounded like another channel when you said
I was
that.
gonna say the good, the bad, the ugly.
If that's the other channel.
There's a channel that does that. Oh,
We met them.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay,
They
let's
were
keep
nice,
going.
but yes.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Woo! There we go off on our
People are
squirrel
beyond
tangents.
excited. Oh,
It looks like
I'm
Megan
so
is in
excited.
southern Utah, so she's not very far from Vince, which is exciting.
Wait. Who's super excited? Sorry, I missed that because you
Dana?
were clicking. Dana is super excited. Sorry.
Yes.
I would be excited too if I were getting on the Fidenza.
Correct. Shane is excited to be watching our live.
Well, hello, Shane. Welcome
First
to the
time
live. We love to have you here. Thank you for joining this growing cruise community of ours. It's still a small, intimate cruise community, but we love our small, intimate cruise community. We are up to, I'm pulling it up live right now,
95.
9,554 subscribers.
We lost one.
Oh,
We're at
it's okay.
955.
It's okay. 955. So we are on that way to 10,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who has clicked that subscribe button and has joined us on this journey.
Yeah. It looks like Megan has done the Ensenada port stop multiple times and has done the wine tour as well. She did enjoy that.
So honestly, that's one of my favorite things about Ensenada.
Yeah,
is that
for
wine
sure.
tour. I actually look for, a lot of people do not like Ensenada, and I understand
for
that.
sure.
But I look forward to Ensenada because it's not on a lot of our ports that we do. Or
You
on
have
lot
to
of
do
our
a
stands
shorter
that we do.
itinerary to
Yep.
get there.
And that wine tour, we always take home our free bottle of wine. Oftentimes they'll have a corkscrew right on the bus on the way back to the ship,
That's
and they'll
true.
open people's bottle of wine, and they have cups, and people share their wine.
It's a
just
party
lovely.
bus.
It's lovely. I love it.
Yes. They have a winery tour scheduled in Ensenada. Quite excited. Yes. Good for you,
Oh
Dana.
my gosh! Tip?
Yes.
Tip,
Go ahead.
because
Go
they
ahead.
will stop serving you. They will stop serving you if you hold your red
Oh,
wine glass
yes.
like this. They will warn you because it warms up the red wine and it changes the taste. You always want to hold that red wine by the stem, any wine by the stem. And so they watch for that at that winery. Paul,
Yes.
that was where Paul learned to. Now when he watches TV, he's like, they're holding the wine glass wrong, because they caught him twice holding the wine glass like this. And so now Paul, my brother, will only hold it by the stem, which
Right.
is how you're
That's how
supposed,
you're
to, hold
supposed
it.
to hold it.
Yes, yes.
Now, do you remember? So, hopefully, Dana, when you go, you get the same awesome tour guide that we've had. Do you remember his name?
I don't.
His name is Rigo.
Oh, the Rigo.
Rigo. He's phenomenal.
He is phenomenal.
He's got a great sense of humor. He participates in the tastings with you. It's a good time.
He does not drive the bus.
No,
I have had multiple tour guides, and honestly, they've all been good. I've had Rigo multiple times. He's funny and
Yes.
just a ton of fun. So, if you do, tell him this cruise life says hello.
Yes.
He'll be like, "What's
I
that?"
don't, yeah, you won't know who we are. It's fine. But yeah, it's a great time. Let's see here. Oh, Matt Troyer.
Okay.
Matt Troyer, you're on your way to the celebration. That is super exciting. You got a Sunday sailing, so that could be a 7-nighter. I'd have to look at Cruise Mapper to figure it
Okay.
out, but you are going to have a blast.
Okay.
Marcy has a very important question for you.
Marcy, I can't even tell you. So I did not. So usually I will come inside. Paul will take Hero out for a walk when I get home, and I'll come inside and surprise him when he comes back from his walk. This time I didn't want to do that because it had been so long, and because he gets very excited. So I wanted to meet him outside so that he could run and do his stuff outside and not get super overheated. And so I picked him up. I carried him for a little bit, and this is the first time he has not been by my side since I've been home. And so he was very excited to see me. I think I might have been just as excited to see him, though.
Yeah, you should have seen his tail wagging.
Yeah. Oh, it's weird.
Yes, it was great watching.
Everyone's getting new jobs. Megan's husband just got a new job.
Vince doesn't have any PTO. Well, we got to fix that. You should have negotiated that when you were interviewing for or accepting the new position.
Vince, what are you doing now? I would love to know. And you don't have to put that in the chat for everyone to know on too, but I'm curious.
Yes. Kathy B, yes.
It's good to be together.
Oh, no, you didn't.
It's good to be together again. And we're both blue.
We are. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. I know. Yes, need more PTO. Eric is on the Prima right now in the Mediterranean.
How is it? Are we going to like it? Are we going to love it? Tell me everything. Oh my gosh. Are we going to like it? Are we going to love it? Are we going to want some more of it? I just went into a lyric.
You did. Absolutely. Okay. So yes, we will be getting on in 84 days.
Oh, I love it. She's going to give me all of the scoops. And yes, it is Carnival. We can confirm that it is Carnival Radiance.
Okay.
Okay.
So just subscribed. Looking forward to getting to know us better. Thank you, Shane, for being here. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yes.
Tequila Sunrise.
Yes.
Arizona Biltmore.
Yes.
What was created at the Raffles Hotel?
The Singapore Sling.
The Singapore Sling. So Rocky tried a drink that was created at its origin, and I got to try a drink that was created at its origin in Singapore. The Raffles Hotel was the creator of the Singapore Sling. I don't know that I've ever had a Singapore Sling before.
I don't know.
It was really, I don't know if they're all good or if when you go to Singapore, the Singapore Slings are just really good. But it was probably my favorite drink of all the drinks that I had there. And I didn't have a ton of drinks there because they have a sin tax on their, not sin tax.
That's not what it's actually called.
It's not like, but drinks are super expensive in Singapore because they want to discourage drunken, disorderly conduct, and which you don't see anywhere. Like it's, you saw the sign. If you get sick, you get sick in a public area or in a bar, how much is it starts at $100 for cleanup, depending on how much sick there is, and it goes up from there. They will charge you if you get sick in public. They will charge you for that cleanup. It's wild. But it's a super clean city.
That is
Singapore Sling Tequila Sunrise.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring?
You are.
Okay.
What? Good morning, bud. You are on the Firenze right now.
Debarking soon.
He's having a relaxed debark, it sounds
Hopefully we're bringing you a little bit of joy this morning because I know that debark morning can be rough. How was it? Tell us everything, bud. Hopefully it just continued to exceed your expectations.
How are the meatballs?
Stop with the meatballs. Oh my goodness.
Never. Ensenada had a great tour to Rosarito Beach with lobster lunch. Never heard of that. We'll have to research it.
Definitely have to research it. I'm going to actually make a note right now.
Thank you, Marcy.
Just a moment. Rosarito Beach. Okay. Keep going. I'm making a note of Rosarito Beach.
Megan is going to be gone from the chat, but she'll be tuning in on her TV.
Oh, fun.
Oh, I don't know why I keep yawning. My gosh, I'm so sorry.
Rosarito Beach?
Rosarito.
Rose-O.
That's how she wrote it.
Rosarito.
I'm sure it'll autocorrect.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we're caught up.
Okay, good. Good. That was awesome. Again.
Wow, we're 30 minutes in though.
What? That's good.
I didn't realize we were already 30 minutes in. That's all.
It's our first time together in over a month. It just flows.
It does.
It just, as Mickey Arison says, it flows from the start of the line to all the way down to the crew in the Welcome Back in the Platinum and Diamond video. At Carnival, we're all family. You're part of that family.
That's
Andy would mock it every time the video would start. He would start, "Hello, Mickey Arison voice."
And you'll notice that Mark just said every time, so that means he went to multiple of the sessions.
I did go to several platinum and diamond sessions, along with several diamond brunches, along with several captain's cocktail hours.
Yes.
What's interesting is only at the first one did I drink. I didn't
the
have
first one of what?
I didn't have a drop at the second diamond brunch.
Mhm.
I didn't have a drop at the second platinum diamond party.
Okay.
I didn't have a drop at the second captain's gala. It's weird how
If
that
you say
works.
so.
I didn't. I
Okay.
absolutely had zero desire to drink at the second ones of those.
Okay. Okay. All right. It looks like Bud said that the meatballs didn't look that great, so he didn't try any. But
Okay.
Which is interesting because Marcy was just on, and I thought Marcy enjoyed
She said
them.
they were she said they were being
They were-
basted,
they were
or
basted,
they
right.
were being housed in the sauce, which is important.
It is. It keeps them.
But I am glad to hear that they are still trying. They still got them. We were curious if they would keep them around.
Right.
And so I'm glad to hear that El Mercato is still there and
Yeah.
serving up yummy food up there.
Yeah. Right.
It's,
For sure.
it's just a great little spot up there, and
It is.
adds more food options, more included. Carnival Firenze has more included food options than any
my
other
gosh.
carnival ship in the fleet.
Yeah.
To spread
Uh,
people around.
Maybe not so much. Not when compared to the Excel,
Excel class. Sorry.
But
Excel class
still,
has,
it's a good amount of inclusions.
yeah.
It really is.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to do some math now and figure that out because the Excel class doesn't have. They have barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Marcy said that it may be listed as Puerto
Nuevo.
Nuvero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
And Marcy
I'm gonna
also
find it.
wants to know how Paul is doing.
Paul is, we just actually, Rocky didn't even ask about this, so thank you, Marcy. I just attended Paul's follow-up doctor appointment yesterday. So he had some scans done on my birthday, and the gal was very, very happy. She said she wants to follow up in 3 to 6 months. They'll determine if they want to do another scan or just checking to see how he's doing. At that time, she believes he can start to reintroduce pizza to his diet in 3 to 6 months. And Paul was like, but I just had some. I've been eating pizza. She's like, well, as long as you're only having 1 or 2 slices.
Huh.
I know. He was like, okay. Yep. And he asked, he's like, could I have maybe a beer? Like if I'm having a pizza, could I have maybe 1 or 2 beers? She said, not yet. She said, if all things are back to normal in 3 to 6 months, then maybe you'll be able to introduce. She said, you just don't want to overdo it. You don't want to have a triple meat pizza and a beer because that's a lot for the body to process. But if you have a couple pieces of pizza and a beer, she's like, in theory, that should be okay.
Okay.
But not to overdo it.
No.
Not to overdo it. Yep.
Not
So
so foul.
thank you, Marcy. He's doing. I mean, he even said yesterday. He's like, I feel great. I feel awesome.
Good.
So all of the things that were not looking great in all of those initial
Yeah.
scans when
Yeah.
he got airlifted and all of that stuff. Whew, it is looking up, and so the next 3 to 6 months, hopefully, we'll continue on that journey. Thank you for asking.
That's great.
And
Yes.
they gave him the all clear to go on a cruise next year.
Hey.
So Paul and I will be heading out on maybe Princess, maybe that's what I looked up because it was cheaper than Carnival, honestly. Okay, continue. You went on Holland America without me. Don't even give me that.
That's 1 and 1 here. Okay. You did Norwegian without me. I did Holland without you.
Oh wow. Hey, we are looking at doing Alaska next year.
Yes.
We are pricing out Virgin Voyages.
That's 2026.
That's 2026, all the way in 2026, and the prices are that high in 2026? Wow. We're looking at doing Alaska on Virgin Voyages in 2026. If anyone wants to join, let us know. Okay. Max was asked which voyage
I
we've
know,
decided on. Okay.
That's in our list. We have a to-do list today
We do.
of things that we are going to accomplish.
Yes.
After this live.
I don't know if
concludes.
Maxie's still on or not.
I don't
Okay.
either. Dana is looking forward to trying the meatballs. You'll have to give us a full report.
You will please definitely let us know how they are. I'm hoping for your sake that they've been soaking, and that sounds terrible. I'm going to stop. Okay.
Bud said 1 had a sauce, 1 was just in its juices.
Sauce is better in my
Sauce
opinion.
is better. Go with the
Yes.
sauce. But overall, the ship was a lot of fun and beautiful, and the food was good. He liked all the different options.
Oh, good.
Chicken Shack. Yes.
That was probably our favorite too, right?
I
Would you-
agree.
would you
Yeah,
agree?
it was.
Would you agree?
Well, it was a great find because
Not-
they don't list it.
Not Shaq's Chicken. Remember,
No.
I mean, it has
Not
the same.
Big Chicken.
It had a Big Chicken. It has the same ingredients, and it has the same fries, and it has the same. Everything is the same, but it is not Big Chicken because it's not a branded option. Brilliant on Carnival's part.
Correct. Yes. 50th birthday cruise, October of 26.
We might have to go. I mean, I don't know if we're invited, but we might have to go.
I don't think Virgin is staying up there that late. I think Virgin heads back down to Los Angeles
We don't know
in
that-
September.
I don't see anything but Alaska.
Well, you
birthday
said Alaska 2026.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing we have planned for 2026. Apparently we've got a birthday cruise too.
All right.
Kidding. I promise we won't just invite ourselves along, unless if someone is going on a cruise and they need more people to go with. I mean, we're always there.
Oh, Bud loved the fries. Yes.
Oh, those
They were
fries
good.
are my favorite things on the ocean.
Yeah, they're good.
Are
They're
they
good.
my favorite things
I don't
on the
know.
ocean? They might be.
Yeah.
They might be.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, let's
Okay.
talk about some cruise news.
Okay, I'm going
We're-
to turn it over to you, Rocky,
I
to
know.
take us away
I-
into the cruise
I
news.
kind of pulled all of those articles.
Please no
today.
weather.
Why?
Unless you got. Oh, okay, okay. Play the weatherman. Play the weather girls.
Well, we have. Oh, yeah. Do
I
a
got
little.
news
It's
for
raining
you.
man.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Raining Man.
There you go.
It's raining
I'm
man.
hungry. Sorry, continue. We are it's great to be back together. The duo of Mark and Rocky. It's been a long time. I don't think Jason's on. I don't think he might be watching the recording. He's probably at volleyball.
That's fair. That's valid.
I'm on August 25th.
8 days. So that's a La Paz sailing. So I wanted to start off today by
Okay.
talking about a ship that's been hitting the news lately. That's the Explorer of the Seas. So we're
Ooh.
kind of talking a little bit of weather there. Explorer of the Seas, you may have heard, she encountered some pretty rough weather. She had a rogue wave that hit the ship.
When was this?
It was actually a couple days ago.
Oh, no.
We have a couple of friends that are on board that are doing the transatlantic crossing.
That's right, and she's delayed getting back. Oh,
She
sorry.
is.
Sorry, I'll let
That's
you take the news.
Fine, I was going to mention
Let's
that.
back up. I like to see us.
Yes,
there's
but
more.
I'm sharing
Okay.
images. So anyway, the Explorer of the Seas was originally scheduled to arrive into the port of Miami on the 14th of November, and she will now be arriving on the 17th. She actually is back in Tenerife right now, doing some provisions and making sure that all of the passengers and crew are okay. But there's a few pictures that I wanted to share from on board this experience. The bottom and the left picture are the casino. That is a gambling table, a blackjack table that has fallen over. And then the bottom middle picture was one of those coin machines, and it actually slid off of its normal spot. If you look really close, you can see where the cable is that connects it to the floor plug, and it has completely shifted away from that. And then the top right corner photo is the bar, one of the bars on board, and the shelving actually came loose and is held at an angle right now while the crew is trying to rearrange that.
Interesting.
And then on this slide, I have the pool deck on that top left photo, and then the right and middle photos are from one of the gift shops on board, where it's just a disaster zone. Really unfortunate. We understand that these sorts of things do happen on cruises. And
So here's what I will say. We've been on 100 and how many cruises together? We've been on over 100 cruises together. I've never experienced anything like that.
Right.
Who do we need to say thank you to for those pictures?
Yeah, so those came out from Brian, and I can't think of Brian's partner's name right now.
That's why I was asking you, who did those pictures come from?
I'm sorry, Brian.
Brian and... Okay, continue. I'll figure it out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So they are safe and sound, but there were several
I can picture
guests. Yes,
I can-
there were several guests that were
Charles.
Thank you, Brian and Charles. There were several guests that were evacuated medically from the ship when it arrived back in Tenerife.
Okay.
There were also several crew that were injured. So it was during dinner service, and some crew members were down in the crew mess, and they got injured as well. So
Any are all going to be okay?
I have not heard.
Okay.
And that's why it's interesting that the ship is still docked there. They're assessing damage of the ship itself, making sure that everything is fine, reprovisioning, refueling before they do another attempt at the crossing.
Yes.
So,
Okay. Again, I don't want anyone out there to panic if you're worried about taking a cruise.
no, not at all.
That is not a typical thing. Thousands of cruises go off to Alaska every day. It seems like there's always a ship in Alaska.
Well, not right now.
Thousands of cruises go off, and so thankfully that is not something that is common.
Right.
But our thoughts and prayers go out to those impacted.
Yes, absolutely.
And to the next sailing, because the next sailing will either be canceled.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be canceled because they're still
I
in
would
town.
imagine, because I don't think Explorer does long itineraries as it is,
Yep.
so it's
Yep.
probably just a cancellation.
Yep.
Looks like Brian just got a Discover Puerto Rico ad.
Oh yeah, that's happening more and more, y'all. We've heard from some of you that it displays an ad in the middle of the live, which is strange. We've never had that before. Thankfully, we don't have that because that would be really awkward
We're just
if that happened to us. We were like, oh, look it, it's Discover Puerto Rico. Oh, cool, look at that. We've been there, and y'all are like, where did they go?
That would be funny. All right.
I love Puerto Rico, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, we do.
I think we're sailing from Puerto Rico
We are.
in how many
March.
days?
Oh my gosh, you and your days.
I'm just checking actually to see if I even added it to my.
should.
I don't
You
know.
should.
I don't know how to add Margaritaville at Sea to this.
Oh, I could show you.
Oh,
recently.
thank you.
Mhm.
132 days we'll be sailing from, and some of you out there will also be sailing with us
Yeah.
in 132 days.
Max, Tom, Brian.
If you would like to explore and you'd like to look at 132 days out, let this guy know.
That's right,
Okay.
Virgin. So that was Explorer of the Seas. Next, moving on to Disney, the Disney Treasure. She's still making her way across the Atlantic Ocean, believe it or not. She is still.
Where is she on this? There's a.
She's the
Oh.
circled blue
Gotcha.
arrow.
Gotcha. I see.
Yes.
Over on the right hand side.
Over on the right side, that's correct. So she is still making her journey across, but she doesn't start revenue sailings until December, so there's not really any rush. She's moving at a slow 16 knots.
December. Okay.
Yeah. So she's still got a month.
Okay. And Treasure, which one is Treasure? Can you
She's
remind me?
the sister to the new Disney Wish.
Okay, but Treasure's Aladdin themed?
That I don't know. I'm not as familiar with.
Oh,
that.
I have memorized Aladdin. Yep. Okay.
Aladdin,
Yep.
Coco, Zootopia.
Yep. I was like, I think she's the Aladdin one. Okay.
Great.
I research. It's a sickness. I research every one of these ships. Did you see who's going to be?
I did.
Okay.
Yes, Mike is going to be sailing from Puerto Rico in December on Virgin. Very cool. So it sounds like he's getting on Resilient as soon as she makes her way over there. Resilient lady.
And Mike, one of the cool things about Puerto Rico is, and Virgin in general,
Yes.
you can drop your bags off and then go explore Old Town. I
Yes.
love
Well,
that.
that's a Virgin.
That's
thing.
why I said
So
Virgin
Yeah,
in
you can do
general.
that in Miami as
Virgin
well.
in general, yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
But what's nice about
Uh-huh.
Puerto Rico dock is you are literally right in the
Oh,
heart of
yeah.
Old Town. So dropping off your bags and exploring is not as difficult or not as
Yeah.
challenging as it is in Miami.
That's true. That's true.
So use that cruise tip, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this next headline that I created.
Okay.
What the duck? Yes, I went there. Mark knows where this is going, I'm sure.
I do, but I don't like that headline. Okay, continue.
Well, it's a duck, it's fine.
Okay.
So Ducky the Duck has been introduced on Carnival. Carnival Jubilee, as a matter of fact, rolled it out on their ship. It is a new mascot that they're rolling out, but it's not really a mascot. It's more for photo ops and taking photos and that sort of thing versus it just being a walking mascot on the ship. So we know Carnival loves their duck hiding and all of that. And so they kind of played into it with the new Ducky the Duck, which is so much fun. Looks like we've got a couple more comments, not this time. They changed the pier to the other side of the bay. Oh no, the one right over where Royal Caribbean used to dock.
No.
That's not fun. I'm sorry to hear that, Mike.
No.
Okay, I can't.
Sorry, Jason just texted and said, no, I'm at volleyball all morning.
Yes, of course.
Shocker.
Yes.
So how did he know to text me no if he
I
was
don't know.
Okay,
That's
anyway.
kind of interesting, isn't it?
Makes me giggle.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Regal Princess. This has actually been in the news lately, and we somehow
You
missed
didn't
it.
answer. You didn't,
What?
Can you come back to us for a minute? You didn't
What?
answer.
What?
Are you going to get your... Where'd we go?
I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on.
Are you going to get your picture with the duck?
Maybe. I don't know.
You didn't... They want to know. Are
Oh.
you going to get your picture with the duck?
Sure, why not? Why?
Ooh.
We put out docs.
Yeah, we put out ducks. That doesn't mean I want a picture with a Carnival duck.
I have a picture with the husky.
I have a picture with the towel animal. Okay, now we can go to White sailing from Puerto Rico. They changed the
Yes, we
pier
already went over that.
of the bay. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay.
It's okay. Oh, shoot. There we go. Know what I'm doing. Regal Princess. We missed this news somehow.
Okay.
Regal Princess was doing a transatlantic sailing from England, and soon after her departure, she had an engine fire.
Oh wow, I definitely missed that cruise
Yeah,
news.
it happened October 20 something or another.
Okay.
They got the engines back up and running, so they
Okay.
extinguished it and figured it out and assessed it, got it back up and running. The ship continued her transit,
Okay.
and she had several moments of power failure across that sailing.
Wow.
Her final port of call was Grand Cayman on the 24th of October. She pulled in there, had another power failure. She actually got towed into the port of Galveston to complete her itinerary.
What?
Yeah.
What is this? A Vista class?
I know. I don't
Sorry.
know what's
Sorry.
the fire is more like a
Yeah.
freedom issue.
Or a Splendor.
Right.
Or a Triumph.
Right.
Yeah.
It sounds like Princess has yanked 3 cruise itineraries so far. They've issued refunds. They've issued future cruise credits.
Wow.
They were originally doing 25% as like a bonus 25% on top of the future voyage credit, and that's now been inflated to 50%.
Okay.
Um,
They weren't seeing the rebookings that they wanted to see,
well,
obviously.
and they had to cancel yet another
Yeah,
voyage.
okay.
So 3 weeks now, or 3 sailings have now been canceled. Just kind of keeping an eye on that. But yeah, the ship is docked in the port of Galveston while they do some work on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I totally missed that cruise news.
I
I'm
know.
gonna have to do a bit more research.
Right, for sure.
Like what happened, what was the cause, like how do they prevent it in the future? Because obviously, right, they thought they fixed it on Freedom.
Right.
Oh.
Now the Freedom doesn't go into dry dock until 2026, so she'll be sailing with her modified funnel
Yeah.
until then, unless they introduce some other dry dock work in
Right.
Freeport again.
Right.
Sounds like we should go in March instead, so you can leave from Old Town. Well, that's just it, Brian. We are assuming that it was.
Oh, we're assuming
we're
that.
assuming that it's going to be in Old Town because that's where it was when we docked or when we boarded Valiant Lady. Oh gosh, when was that now? March of or April of this year?
Well, does the Fun Times tell you which dock it's at? The Virgin Fun Times?
No, it does not.
Kidding.
Yeah, I'll have to do some research on that and see. Because honestly, Brian, when we go, we may be stuck. Can you tell that Mark is taking
Doing
a
behind
photo?
the scenes. I'm doing behind the scenes.
BTS.
Yeah. BTS.
Because it might still be in that same location, Brian, when we sail out of there in
Fingers
March.
crossed for Old
So
Town.
we'll keep an eye on that.
I mean, worst case scenario, we're
Why are you
taking
getting
an
thumbs up?
Uber. Oh, hi. Okay.
Right, that's very true.
Originally, it was in Old Town. They changed it last minute.
Interesting.
Okay.
So there must be, maybe there's too many ships docking the day that you're embarking on the ship or something like
Some
that.
construction.
That could be.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, moving on to the next bit of business. Mark, this cruise line is coming back into the news.
I'm
Willoughby.
super excited.
Do you-
Are they sold out?
No.
There's no way they're
Do
sold
you know
out.
what this article is?
I honestly, y'all, I will be completely transparent with you. That's a very businessy word.
That was
I'm going to
very
be
businessy.
transparent with you. And we'll circle back. But
Get it out.
I've not read any cruise news.
Okay.
The past month, I've really disconnected from cruise news.
All right.
So no, I don't know what's going on with Willoughby.
All right, well, they're introducing a new program called Tour La Vie. So now you can get onto the ship for as little as $40,000 for a year.
Oh, as little as?
As little as.
Oh my gosh.
And you can do as many as 4 years.
Who wants to go? Who wants to join me? $40,000 a year. Let's just easy peasy. What? That's
Yep.
still really expensive.
It is.
40,000 plus you've got your monthly. Don't forget you've
I
got
would
your
imagine
monthly
you still
HOA
do.
fee.
Right.
And so it seems like an expensive way to do it.
Right. And the way that Villa V does their tours, they stop over in ports for 3 to 4 days at a time. So it's not like a normal cruise ship where you sail, port day, port day, that sort of thing, where you have more days at sea in it.
Mhm.
They're doing it as a more gradual
Right.
sailing across the globe,
Which is the draw to a lot of people, because a lot of people say, well, I'd like to spend more time in these ports,
Right.
and so they say okay, but the ship still serves everything while in port?
I would imagine
assuming?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, that's the interesting news on Villa
So
V.
obviously they're not
Yes.
selling out the 12-year leases and the 24-year leases,
I
and
just
so
don't see that being a thing.
yeah, wow. Okay, so Villa V is cutting costs, cutting the price.
They are figuring things out, is what I would say.
Would you want to live on a ship for a year?
I don't know. It would be a really cool way to see the world, but you're really only seeing the world from the coastline, right? You're not
Right.
going. I mean, I guess you could take
That's how we-
excursions going deep
That's
in.
how we see the world today. We only see the world by the coastline.
True, but we still currently have the capability to fly to Nashville and go to Dollywood if we wanted to.
Fly to Barcelona. Fly to
Barcelona's coastal.
Fly to Singapore.
Coastal.
I guess we only see the world by the coast, and I'm actually kind of okay with that right now. Fair. This cruise life, it does make sense that the places
I mean,
we
I guess
fly,
it's true.
fly to our
That's
coasts. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Fair. Okay.
So,
Yep.
so you would want to do it or wouldn't?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, I suppose.
Okay. If I could bring Hero, I would be
Right.
open to the
Oh,
idea.
yeah, for sure.
I'd be open to the idea.
Now, the challenge is we would have to wait until at least 27 now.
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
We can't do it in 2025 because we have way too many.
Yeah. 2025 is.
Marcy says no
Oh,
pets.
Yeah. No pets. No. No. I'm good.
We need to research that.
I'm good. Yeah. No, the only ship still, to my knowledge, that allows
Cunard?
pets is Cunard. Yeah. Yeah. And so, and they've got like a doggy daycare where you put the dog and you
Right.
get to see them 30
Yeah,
minutes a day.
they don't stay with you in your
Yeah.
cabin because it's a lot of work for the cabin steward to clean up after.
I'll pay extra. I'll pay extra.
Okay.
Carnival, if you're listening, you allow me to bring Hero and I will pay more.
Yeah, they do that for you, and now everyone's bringing their dog. Could you imagine what a fun experience that would be, having dogs barking all hours of day and night because they're missing the owner?
That'd be pretty miserable.
I would not
That'd be
want to be
pretty
on that cruise. I'm
Fair.
sorry.
Fair. Okay.
As much as I love Hero and want to bring him along.
Why can't all dogs be quiet like Hero?
I know.
That's okay.
It is. It's a thing.
Okay.
MSC
one
made.
more?
I got two.
Two more.
Yeah.
Okay, two more.
MSC Voyagers has. MSC Cruises has made some updates to the MSC Voyagers Club.
Tell me more.
I know. Look at all this news that I dug
I
up.
love
This
this.
is exciting stuff. So I'll start with the fun part of it. Well, I mean, all of it's fun, really. So with MSC, do you remember that they require you to maintain status
Every 3 years.
every 3 years?
Yep.
That's changed.
Oh, every
You
5.
now have to do it every 5 years.
Yeah, they're changing in line with Disney apparently.
Okay.
Because Disney
Disney
rolled
does
out
that,
every
right.
5 years. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right.
So they must have enough people that lapse at 3 years from the loyalty that they're like, let's extend people's sailings to 5 years.
Something.
Which I mean, we read a bunch of stuff for Disney. People were frustrated with Disney because Disney is not cheap.
Right.
And so it can be a challenge to do a Disney cruise every
Right.
3 years.
Right.
And so, or even for some every 5 years to do a
Right.
Disney vacation
That's not
is
easy.
not easy. And so
Right.
we see some negative feedback. MSC though,
Yeah.
at
I know,
400
they're
bucks,
easy to-
500 bucks seems like it. I mean, it's easier to do than Disney. I would
Right.
say.
You would think so.
So they moved
right?
it to every 5 years.
They
to
moved
maintain
it to every
status.
5 years.
Okay.
And I'm still there still must be working on some of the features because I can't figure out the exact information
Okay.
on this next part of it. But they have introduced a Blue Diamonds level. So the Blue Diamonds level is actually a step up above Diamond.
Which is awesome.
Yep. And and this is another interesting thing about it. You can't status match into Blue Diamonds.
Which makes sense. Yes.
Right.
yes,
So
yes.
they really want to reward people that are loyal to MSC Cruises
Okay.
with the opportunity to get an upgrade into the Blue Diamond level of the MSC Voyagers Club.
Yeah.
The new level, like I said, I can't figure out what the time frame is that or the points that you need to accrue to get into Blue Diamond. So I still have to do some research on that, and I don't know if MSC is still rolling out those details. But what I did find out, I have my little note here. What I did find out is now you have flexible check-in. So when you get Blue Diamond, you can choose your check-in time of when you arrive at the terminal instead of it being assigned to you based on the
Wow.
experience that you booked.
Wow.
You now have my choice dining. So if you want to dine whenever you can, I know. You get free browse internet included on your cruise fare.
Wow.
And there's
although most of our internet fares with or most of our fares with MSC have internet.
Because that's the package we
Yeah,
book.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
wouldn't have to book Fantastica to get some of these.
Fantastica is
Well, Fantastica with the extra.
Oh, sorry.
With the other parts of the package.
Okay.
They're also throwing in a couple of other things which I really enjoyed. A meet and greet with the captain.
Love that.
Yep.
A la Prince.
Yeah.
Who does that? Is it NCL Princess? Hey.
Oh.
Oh.
Hi all.
Having trouble connecting. This often is caused by unstable internet.
Can you run a quick
to the router?
check?
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump into.
What the heck?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us now? Oh. Freeze for a second.
Okay.
According to the recording device, we're still frozen.
No, that's not true. It's just saying that we're having some
Yeah.
connection
Okay.
issues.
Okay.
What are you doing? No, don't do that. Go to speed test.
No, I was gonna.
Because I can just pull it
here.
up. I can just pull us up
Oh,
on that.
fantastic! Fantastic.
But I'm saying pull up speed test so that we know what we're up against.
Okay. Fantastic.
Sorry about that, y'all.
You are back.
We are back.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you see that we are invited to the birthday cruise?
Yes, I know we're invited.
Okay. Here's my question to you all. Who out there that's still here that held on through the little technical speed bump? Who out there has been on MSC?
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
how many? What's required for Blue Diamond? Do you know?
No. Triple dot. Just a moment. You change your display name. Hi. We're so sorry. Just bear with us one moment.
Oh
gosh. Mute.
This one's gonna have to have the audio on it.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Hi. Can you see us now?
Can you hear us? Can you see us? We are checking this out. We are so sorry. Wait, no. Wait, I need to put this on. That's what I need to do.
That's what's wrong. Okay, gosh. This is why we have multiple fail safes.
Remove.
We have multiple. Oh gosh, that is terrible. That is terrible. Hi.
That's not the right one either.
Yeah, that's your
There,
laptop.
This one. There we go.
There we go. That is so much. Oh my gosh. We've got multiple fail safes, y'all.
We do.
Multiple fail safes. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to hold
I know,
this, that's for sure.
There's that.
So, okay. Who's been on MSC out there? I'm curious. Can you hear me? Oh, we can see and hear you. That is great news. I'm glad. Sorry about that. We've never had an internet go down before, have we? Oh gosh. Have we ever had internet go down?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Well, you were gone.
Oh gosh, we're still very pixelated.
Well, that's gonna be that's the upload. No, this is download. Upload is fine.
Oh, okay. Good. Hi. Okay. So
I'm gonna just disconnect.
we can see and hear you. Oh gosh, that is still yeah. I would just turn that off altogether.
I almost hit end.
Rocky almost hit end. That would have been classic, y'all. You might, for those of you who have been here for a while, you might remember I accidentally hit the end button once. And so it would have been okay if he would have hit the end. I wouldn't have been too upset.
Now you said that the microphone didn't work connected to your device.
Doesn't no. And so let's,
Weird.
yeah. Yes,
Alright,
at least
so-
we're not in the dark. That is true. Eric, thank you for letting us know you can see and hear us. Marcy, everyone that can see and hear us. Kathy's never been on MSC, but we did freeze again.
No one can see me.
Okay, well, we're at the hour mark. We're at the hour mark. We are going to call it because we clearly are having some internet issues. We missed a news story. What did we miss?
Port of Miami and Port Everglades are both experiencing record growth this year. Port Miami has 4.8 million passengers in 2024. And oh no, 8.2. I'm sorry, 8.2 million passengers. And Port Everglades has 4 million, which is a record-breaking numbers for both ports.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is a first time for me. I've never had internet. So we've got not only are we experiencing Wi-Fi issues, we're experiencing Verizon issues because fun fact, this is something that the audience might not know. We run the stream both on Wi-Fi as well as Verizon, so that if there ever is an issue, we can quickly switch. Clearly, we're learning how to quickly switch. You saw a little bit of chaos there. Someone texted me a screenshot of your face saying, "Rocky, are you okay?" So I'm sure
No.
Rocky was a little bit panicked there for a moment. But Port of Miami experiencing record growth. Port Everglades experiencing record growth.
Yep.
Who's going to win the title of cruise capital of the world?
Probably Port of Miami.
I would think Port of Miami still. I would think Port of Miami
because they're adding
Yeah.
they're adding MSC's new ports. So yeah.
Okay, so never been on MSC. Maybe MSC is a brand that we should expose folks to in 2026.
Could be.
What do you think?
We could look.
I mean, or we.
Oh.
I mean, I think we should. What?
I don't know. I'm not as familiar with the group program.
Okay.
Speaking of group programs,
Yes.
I'm gonna put it on the screen.
I hate the lighting like this, but I don't have a choice other than to hold it like this because this is where my service is.
Okay, right there. We do have our group cruise. If you didn't know, head on over to thiscruiselife.com/group-cruise. All the details are there. I know I've been telling everyone that we're going to start collecting payment and start booking rooms. I've been experiencing some challenges on the back end. It's something that I'm working on. So as soon as I get all of that resolved, I will let you all know. I apologize. I don't like giving you information and then not being able to follow through with it. So bear with me on that. I am still working on getting it taken care of.
Fun fact, Margaritaville at Sea is in process of upgrading all of their back end systems. We learned that the hard way as we went to make some of these bookings. And so, but good news, that's actually really good news.
Yeah.
Because it's going to make booking so much better. One of the features that they are making as part of this upgrade is you will be able to select your stateroom versus having to manually call in every single time to select your stateroom.
Yes.
That's a huge change. Imagine any other cruise line booking and not being able to select your stateroom. Oh, I guess
Virgin
Virgin
was.
Voyages. Yeah.
They've opened it up on Virgin now too.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I know at least when you book through a travel advisor.
Okay. That's great. That's
So
great.
that's why you go through me.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
that's it. That's all I got. I don't want to continue to extend this because Mark's arm is going to fall off. Did you see the picture I sent you of the owl yesterday from the property? He was carrying an owl around on his arm at the Arizona Biltmore, and it was an 8-pound owl. And we saw him on property for at least 6 hours.
He's always on that property.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know why, but
So-
Biltmore has a built-in owl.
It's because it keeps the rodents and other birds away from the property.
Gotcha.
Cool.
It is cool.
I love it.
Also, at this angle, you can really tell that I gained some weight on the panorama.
That's not a good angle.
I've been trying to avoid this angle the whole. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at. Oh, my gosh,
He is so much
we're so
better.
much skinnier. Yeah, we should meet people like this going
I don't
forward.
think so.
Just being like,
I
hi.
don't think so. That's weird.
Hey, I hope that we brought you a smile. As I said earlier in the broadcast, a smile or 7 today. It's great being back together.
Yeah.
Sorry for the little technical
Oh.
difficulties, but look at how quickly we recovered. This is why we have backups in place.
That's right.
Now, when the backups go down, then
did.
I don't know. Here, can we edit the replay to remove that frozen
I don't
spot?
think so.
Really? How did you edit replays before?
I've only edited like the front and the back end. I don't think I can pull stuff out of the middle.
Okay.
I'll look. I don't know.
If you made it through the chaos and you took a screenshot of Rocky, let us know. What? Oh, you didn't. It's fine. Look at this. Look at this. I'm holding it with my arm.
You're holding it with both of your arms.
With that, we are going to say happy weekend.
Yes.
Happy Sail Talk. Happy Sail Talk Saturday.
Oh, that was the other thing I was going to talk about is
Oh.
the weather, but it's fine. Hurricane Raphael is depressing down, and there's another tropical storm, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that severe to
Okay.
any of the cruise lines.
It seems like we're talking about hurricanes longer this
We are. It's just global
change.
People say that the warming doesn't happen and it's not impacting anything, and
Climate change.
it is happening.
Okay.
So
So it'll be interesting to see in the coming years how global
pricing
and how climate change impacts
yes,
hurricane season for cruising.
yes,
Something I've not really thought about.
right.
Yeah, my stomach is
It
growling.
is.
I
I
saw
can
you.
probably hear that too.
Shh, they cannot hear my stomach
We
growling.
don't have the microphone.
Okay, y'all. Thank you so much for bearing with us. And thank you for all of the comments and questions and all of that good stuff. It's always fun to be here. Next week, we are going to have some fun things to share. Yes.
I hope.
Okay,
I don't know.
we're gonna have some fun. So the few of you that are left, that have made it through the technical glitches, we're gonna have some fun things to share. So
Cool.
be sure
I'm
to tune
excited
in.
for it.
Sail Talk Saturday on November the 16th. Right? Did I do that math
You
right?
did. Good
And we
job.
got a video coming out tomorrow. I think you said.
We'll see. We're gonna try.
I guess we will see. Oh, Kathy B, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking through
Yes.
the technical difficulties. Appreciate that.
Yes. Yeah, and just
And everyone else that
everyone
stuck through the
else, of course.
technical
Yes.
difficulties. Whew, look at this. I'm getting a workout in my arms.
There you go.
I like it.
So we hope you have a wonderful Saturday, a wonderful weekend, wherever you are.
Do you know what I forgot to tell them about?
What?
One of the things that I did in Singapore, and if you're still here at the very end, you're going to learn something.
What's that?
I got to go see Dear Evan Hansen.
You
I got
did.
to go see a Broadway show in Singapore, the first ever performance in Southeast Asia of Dear Evan Hansen. And so that was super cool. That was one of the just random things we did in Singapore. I'm working on a blog post, by the way, of an itinerary for Singapore. I'm working on a blog post for an itinerary for Honolulu. So if you ever get a chance to go to Honolulu, giving all sorts of ideas and suggestions. There's just those ports are so unique that you really kind of want to take some time and do some research. And again, the blog post is going to give you options, and some of those things you might say that's not for me. That's okay. But there are some things that I think the Turtle Beach, seeing turtles, giant turtles on the beach, that was such a cool
That
experience.
is cool. I will say right now I have some special offers going on for Viator. So if you head on over to thiscruiselife.com/travel, you will see the link and the promo code that you can use to save 10% on all of your Viator purchases. So if you are looking to do some of those excursions that Mark is talking about, you can get a good discount on those.
Awesome. Yes, thank you, Megan. Bye. Have a great weekend. Those blog posts will be coming soon.
Soon.
It's on my to-do list this weekend.
Oh, you have a to-do
I got
list.
a big to-do list. Ooh.
Oof, so do I.
Okay. Until next week, thank you
Yes.
to everyone who joined us. Thank you for your patience in honestly, good news for the first hour.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the internet saying it's time,
Maybe
guys.
that's too much.
It's time, guys.
Well, I guess it's time.
Okay.
All right.
Until next time.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, again, and we will see you next Saturday.
Yay!
Bye.